What's up, everyone? Welcome to Game Talk, our weekly video game slash, in general, nerdy news show, and whatever else we want to talk about. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, Laird Brandon Duncan. My other host, Ryan Dark Siren 89 Geyser. How's it going, Ryan?
It's going pretty good today, actually. Yeah, I can't complain. So far, the weather's beautiful, and we're beautiful, and let's
Yeah.
talk about video games.
Yeah, so I'm wearing these glasses because these are Tony Stark glasses that I bought. I also have this giant Mjolnir replica next to me, always, because it just lives with me now. We have been playing the Avengers Beta. We still haven't played together yet, but the closed beta is this weekend for people who pre-ordered the game, and we are obviously sold on that. So, how has your Avengers Beta experience been?
Really freaking good, actually.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it the first night, and I resisted because, stuff and adulting and stuff.
Had to get up
And
early as shit
then,
on Saturday.
yeah, like real early. So whatever, but yeah, Chris and I crushed it last night. Like we just jumped in and finally like settled in, and
Yeah, I didn't think you guys were going to play as hard, and then I got sidetracked with Fall Guys, and then I went for a walk, and you were still
yeah.
playing. I was like, fuck. I
It's
should
like
have just
1
stayed.
a.m. and we're like, you want a match? You want
I know, I should
to
have.
jump in?
I should have stayed home and played, because I still have a lot to play. So if you don't
Yeah,
know, the beta starts with the E3 demo, the like Golden Gate Bridge mission. So it's more cinematic style mission, and then you have two story missions with the Hulk and Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, and then you just have random missions you can drop into and do.
um,
Who's your
yeah,
favorite?
so my favorite so far is Iron Man, but I'm
Okay.
like Black Widow is gonna be my go-to.
Okay.
I knew I would when they first announced this game and talked about like different characters and started getting into it. I was like, I was drawn to her.
Yeah.
As far as what the game looked like, and so far, yeah, she's legitimately like I'm really good with her. I really
I
like it.
suck shit with Black Widow.
Yeah.
I also
Like,
am not great with Iron Man, which bums me out because I love Iron Man. Even though, like, when this game got announced, I'm like, I want to be Thor. Like, Thor looks cool as shit. Like, you
yeah,
can't play him in the beta besides the intro mission, so you don't really know how he plays.
yeah.
He seems cool.
But that's where I'm at. Like Iron Man's badass. I love the flying and the hovering and whatnot, but
Hmm.
I'm just not, very adept with him yet.
I
But Black Widow,
wanna I wanna unlock Iron Man's other weapons because I think the lasers are more my playstyle. Because in the
hmm
beta, I love Hulk and Kamala Khan the most. I think because they're more area-y, like they have wide sweeping attacks, so you can fuck up
yeah,
big groups of enemies, and one of their abilities helps them avoid damage a lot. Like the Hulk can rage, so it gives him armor and he can absorb more damage, which is really helpful. And same with Kamala, she has her like I forget what it's called. It's the hold the R2. It's the same as the rage button for the Hulk. So you like
yeah,
absorb and she like dodges out of the way with her like elastic body and shit. She's also hilarious if you haven't
yeah,
noticed that.
yeah. No, she's a hoot. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and like I really like that. Like I thought I would get confused by the customizing and the upgrading and the different skills and
It was a little
pieces
overwhelming
of
in the menu at
armor.
first, but
Yeah,
it's not bad.
yeah.
I
Like
still
I
don't
got it real quick.
Yeah, I still don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to which resources upgrade which gear, or if it's just the type of item that spawns uses this one resource out of the like,
Yeah,
six resources you have. Obviously, there are some resources on the inventory screen that if you hover over them, it says like high end, super like
hmm
hive gear, which are those like end game missions they teased but haven't really talked about. So that's a resource for those. But there's like 4 or 6 resources that are just like this is used to upgrade your shit, and it doesn't specify anything else.
yeah, yeah. Pretty much. I mean, there's like a whole bar of resources
Hmm.
at the bottom, and that I was like, interesting. Like I'm sure it'll all come into play. Um,
I like that upgrading unlocks the perks on some of them, and there seem
hmm
to be cool perks even on this just like lower rarity gear. So I'm excited to see
Yeah,
what legendary gear perks you can get. Like if it'll unlock
yeah,
different skills or make like Mjolnir do like crazy shit that it's not normally doing if you're Thor, or vice versa with Iron Man and stuff. But I
yeah,
do want to unlock the lasers for Iron Man because that seems like it gives him more area attack, which has been more my playstyle. Granted, I know
yeah,
like you or Chris are gonna play Iron Man more because I really want to play Thor more. So, and you can't have
yeah.
the same
No,
hero in a party, which is cool that we all like different people. Like I fucking sucked with Black Widow. I only did one mission with it,
man.
but
I thought I would suck with her. I really did. I was like looking at her skills and uh, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get into it. But I've always been the one to like, I just charge into the battles. Like, it doesn't matter what game I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm, just bullheaded running right in there. But
Yeah,
I
trust me,
like
I
it.
know.
But like, I've gotten really good with her. I forget what they call it. I want to call it the zip line, but that's
Her
not
like
quite it.
grapple counter.
Yeah, I can like there was like 8 drones and I got all of them without touching the ground. Like it was
That's
fucking awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm getting the fucking hang of it.
That's
And
good
then
because the
like,
drones annoy the shit out of me when I'm playing
yeah, I know
Hulk or
it's just
Kamala.
fucking awesome. But it's like, she has that I want to say electric grenade thing. You can just hold triangle and she'll toss
Yeah,
it quick.
and it stuns or
Um,
whatever.
and it takes down the shields.
That's
So stuns them
badass.
and they all drop their shields.
I
Like
didn't
I've
know
started
that.
to really get into the groove with her. Chris
Sweet.
is absolutely playing as Iron Man.
Yeah.
So
That's
there's
good.
that.
See, we'll have a big mix up because I know Gary wants to play Hulk. He'll play the beta next week when it's free for everybody. But like, I'm excited to play Thor because he seems like more melee, more close. Obviously, I can do lightning and throw my
Yeah,
hammer shit,
and maybe
but
also like area of effect. Like he's clearly gonna
yeah,
have that in some fashion.
which has been more what I liked, which is why I've liked Hulk more and Kamala Khan more because they have big area sweeping attacks and like Hulk's ultimate is just the concussive slap, which there
Yeah.
were like 12 enemies in an area once when I did it and I killed all of them. It was fucking
Yes.
awesome.
It felt amazing.
Yeah.
I really like Black Widow's invisibility, and
I
it
didn't know
turns
it made.
all the heroes invisible.
Yeah, I didn't know that
which is
until I played as
fucking
her.
awesome.
And I'm like, man, I wish I wasn't playing with computers because then you can go around and get instant takedowns on people, right? If you're invisible.
I think you can do that, and you can just like I can just stand still and fucking fuck people up, and they like just don't know that I'm there.
Yeah.
I was just
That's
shooting my guns, which also are amazing. I didn't think I would care about the dual pistols, but
And doesn't she get? I
big
think
fan.
there's only one page of skill trees, but I think there's 3 separate pages in the main game, and I think she can use different guns besides
I
just
hope
those
so,
pistols too.
because that would be
Yeah.
sweet.
Her ultimate is cool because it lasts for a long time as well.
Yeah,
The, like,
it
stun
makes me
baton
think of
thing?
Star Wars. Yeah, fucking dual lightsabers. But
I liked.
Okay.
Have you? So you've both been playing as Iron Man. Have either of you shared the Hulkbuster? Because you could do that.
no, we have not shared the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, if you hold L1 and R1, you can target an area for it to land, and anyone can get in it.
Whoa.
Yeah. There's a video on Twitter of the Hulk getting in it. It's fucking, and this guy is losing his shit on Twitch. He's like, holy shit. He's like, can you get in it?
That's cool as fuck.
It's awesome. So that's something that you can do as well.
Yeah, because we're gonna probably dick around a little bit today yet.
Yeah, I was like, if I
play
didn't have my
some-
video chat, I'd hop in with you guys after this, but I gotta do the video call. with my
No,
family,
that's
so.
we have to run out and grab a few things.
So
But
if
yeah,
you're
like
playing later still, I don't know what time you're taking Chris home. But
I don't know yet either. We'll kind of piece that together. But like, we basically finished the beta, but you can still dick around.
yeah, you can just replay the missions, which is cool. I need to go do the
Yeah.
harm missions. I need to do all 3 of those because
Those are cool.
That gets you an extra nameplate if you finish all 3 of them. And I haven't done.
I
those.
like it.
But I'm like, I kind of want to level up my people first because Kamala Khan has the best gear. I think because I played as her in both the story missions, so her
Yeah.
power's like 17 for me, even though she's only level 2, so I have like no skills unlocked. But then the Hulk's level 5, but his gear sucks shit. He's like power 9.
Yeah, I'm like looking at right now, like Black Widow's only level 9, power 11, but okay, so have you noticed any like glitches or weird shit? Because like I expected a lot more hiccups in playing, but the
I
game is
haven't.
clean. Like
Yeah, I
I was
haven't
really
really.
impressed with what I played.
The only potential thing the only thing I did notice, I got stuck on a wall weird once, and while
With
I was
Hulk?
doing, it might have been with, I think it was with Hulk, and I was trying to do a takedown. So I like did a takedown on someone, and the enemy just kind of disappeared. But I think it's just because I was in a very awkward wall situation. But besides that, I
Yeah.
haven't noticed anything. Like the game
Yeah,
seems
like-
very polished and very smooth. I am on a PS4 Pro, and I have performance mode enabled, so I know that helps too.
Yeah,
I haven't noticed.
that's
there
what
was,
Chris is on. I'm on my just PS4, and it's great.
Yeah, there was one time where the frames hitched a little bit. I did like a quick turnaround with Kamala, and there were a bunch of buildings, and I used her high five on an enemy, and the frames went down a little bit, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
Anything.
nothing major.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
like my Hulk got stuck once. It was like it was near a wall, and I jumped, and he like didn't hit the ground and kind of got stuck midair for a minute, and I was like,
Okay,
oh
yeah.
fuck, and then it popped in. But
I
like,
am
there's weird
excited
shit.
to be Thor more consistently in the big missions because flying to get the platform will just be way easier.
Yeah.
Because Hulk can jump and climb, but there was a certain chest I was trying to get to, and it took me forever. Because
Well,
like
it's
I
like with
had to find the right ledge where I could get enough distance with his jump to climb up it. If I'm
it's like
Thor, I
Chris
can just
was
fly up there.
yeah, Chris was flying around the trees in the one mission, and he's like, "Oh, there's a chest up here. There's a chest up here," and I'm like
Hmm.
Black Widow running around the fucking trees, like, which one can I get to?
Yeah,
Like,
like where's
the
my
fuck,
grapple
just like
point?
grapple to your foot and
Hmm.
swing me up there.
Yeah,
Uh,
and that's like with Kamala, she jumps with an extended leg and then she grapples with her arm. That's how she
yeah,
travels. She
yeah,
can
no.
fly
So
everywhere.
I absolutely like. I'll probably keep playing as Black Widow, um,
Yeah, it's
until
like
they start dumping more, I guess.
yeah, and once because I don't, they probably won't add more content to the beta. Maybe in the final weekend, just to be like, here's one more mission to get more hype for the game.
Right.
I'm hoping it doesn't reset us, so I can like hop in and just play with people who can play it for free next weekend.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to like
Um,
replay the first 3 missions to unlock that.
that would be really nice.
Especially because then we'll
So
replay them again when the game launches.
I where am I going with this? What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about the 5 gum. I bought
Oh
two
yeah,
packs of the 3 packs. I have 6 packs with, which will
there's
be.
Avengers
We'll check
themed
those
five
out.
gum. We're
Fuck
both
yeah.
marks for it, so we both bought it.
Yep.
There are codes
Yep.
inside that we don't know what they do. I went to the website and it said come back August 17th to put in your code.
It seems
I'm-
like a strange date. Like,
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just you get nameplates. It would be sweet if there were skins, but
mhm.
probably not because the
Um,
skins seem like they're going to be a little more expensive. But you can also earn a lot of them. I like that there's basically a battle pass for each character, but you're not paying for it. So it's like the character card pass where you're just getting this challenges and it unlocks shit for your characters. Flying around behind you. Nice.
yeah. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. So Chris was playing, and he came across. I think it was the van from Ant-Man.
No, there's
Which
the
was pretty
van.
sweet.
It's Bruce Banner's
Um,
van because they mentioned that you take a van to the forest, so it's Bruce's van. But it does look like Ant-Man's van.
Yeah, where we were, he was somewhere. We were like well past all that, but
It's not the one in the
because I
hangar.
saw some weird things too. Like there was one I like missed it. No, we were like in the city, but then when I was in the city, I helped that woman in the cage or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Did you
you
do
freed
that?
her. Yeah,
Who saved her? Did you
I
see who
don't
came?
know. They said
It
his
looked like
name.
Nightcrawler. Like
Did
it
it?
did. Like the way he did. Yeah, he was blue. He was wearing whatever clothes, but
Yeah, he
he
was
had
just in like
blue
a
skin.
uniform. They
And he
said
like
his
popped
name.
up.
Bruce said
Yeah.
his name. I don't know what it was though.
I was like not fully paying attention. I was like, man, what the fuck was that? Was that just like a quick little? Because he popped in, did something, and then they both poofed into the blue
Yeah, they just
cloud.
disappeared. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is.
It's just
Maybe
kind of
it's Nightcrawler.
strange to me, like little things like that, where it's kind of like, all right, well,
Mhm.
there's who knows. But
And in the
I'm
hangar,
wondering,
did you notice everyone's doors? Like, there's an Iron Man door, and then there's a Hawkeye
yes,
door at the bottom
and
too.
an empty door, an unmarked door.
So I'm sure they're gonna keep adding doors as they add heroes.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it's just gonna like this is the beta. It'll probably be cleaned up, or as we go along, it'll.
I think it's gonna be as you go along, which I love that. Like I love
Yeah.
a base changing as you like play through the stories and shit. So
Yeah.
like once Iron Man comes back, because that's what you're doing in the story missions, you're trying to find Tony. And then once he's there, his room will be open and the carrier will be cleaned up a little more. And like once Shield
Yeah.
is bigger and more together, I assume you'll see some Shield employees and shit. Troy Baker
was-
voices Bruce Banner. If you didn't notice, the guy who voices Joel from The Last of Us,
Yes.
and the guy who
did.
voices Iron Man is Nolan North, who voices Nathan Drake. If you didn't catch that, either.
Sweet. Oh, that
Yeah.
I didn't get.
Yeah, they've got really good voice actors. Laura Bailey, I think, voices Black Widow, and she voiced
Nice.
Abby. She's done a ton of
Nice.
other voices as well, but that's the most recent, like, big one that she's done. I think she voices Kate in Gears 5 and Gears 4, because Kate's in Gears 4 as well. Kamala said
Yeah.
something hilarious when you go to the hangar. I don't remember what it was. She's basically like nerding out over the superheroes. I don't know much about her character. I guess that's how she is in
Yeah.
the comics. Like she's just stoked all the time. Gary mentioned it on Twitter when I tweeted about it. She's like, and I'm talking and with Jarvis right now, and I am not holding it together well. It was something like that. It made me laugh really hard.
Yeah, no, she was. I did enjoy that. Her whole interaction, everything about it. And I'm hoping the cutscenes are always good because they all just seemed really good and thorough. And
yeah, and they did like the first mission is a lot different than how the rest of the game is because it was very cinematic and you don't have skills yet. It's kind of a tutorial kind of play as all these heroes. And then the fight with Taskmaster was awesome. Like I fucked him up with Black Widow. It was good there, but in the main mission that I did with Black Widow, I sucked.
yeah,
But they said there are going to be more cinematic style missions like that, which is sweet.
cool.
I assume those will be ones that you have to play single player because I know there are missions like that.
Yeah.
But most of them are the drop zones and the war zones where you can invite friends and do all those. And obviously that's how the end game will be post campaign, just playing with your friends and getting loot.
I did also really enjoy when you were fighting Abomination and Hulk was smashing him, telling him to shut up over and over again.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Big fan.
That was a good fight, too.
Yeah, I liked it.
So
it was
cool.
a little...
I'm excited to see what villains are going to be in it.
Yes. Yep. I'm ready for more boss fights. There's one in the stuff. It's like you have to be like level 20, it says.
Oh, shit.
Or it's
power
like
20?
right, babe? Right in the middle of the map. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
it today
not
because I
prepared
booted
for
it up
that.
before the show to look at it, and there was one that was, I was not high enough power.
Yeah, hell no. I need to whip through a few more things.
I could play as Kamala more and power up because she's close. She's at 17.
I do. I like her, but I really am digging Black Widow. I'm pretty quick and like agile with her, so I'm able to zip in and out.
I like that I like everyone mostly. I mean, I suck with Black Widow, and I'm okay with Iron Man. I want to try the lasers, and the missiles also seem cool, but it takes a while.
Yeah,
to
I
level
think
up in
you
beta.
just unlocked the smart rockets or whatever. You can like target 4 or 5 enemies and
Yeah,
then
which
launch
looks
them.
sweet.
I really like. There's a couple things for Black Widow. Like one is, you do a kick and just launch them, which is kind of nice. Which I've been doing that where I launch them. I try to like. I don't want to launch them into an open space because then I can kick them and then they launch and then I can grapple them and then I just grapple right to them before they're even fucking ready to get back up.
Yeah, and you can do you can keep kicking down on them, which I did really like that. Like that was cool. Which makes sense how you fucking grappled all those people and all the drones and stuff.
All the drones, so I can kick them twice usually, 2 or 3 times, and then it's kind of wonky because I have to move my camera quick, so like I really have to have that hand-eye coordination for that bullshit. But
sure.
But I feel really good about playing as her. I haven't done any like cosmetics changes. I'm just doing the vanilla, whatever they have.
Oh, I definitely bought.
I'm not spending my shit.
They gave it to you, so I was like, hell yeah! I bought the first thing that I bought was the one for Kamala, where she's in like her wintry, like cute outfit with like the leggings. I was like, yeah, and then I bought Black Widow one with the white hair.
Chris bought that one too.
I liked Iron Man's armor, so I didn't get his. And then I bought a Hulk one where he wasn't bruised. I didn't buy one of the ridiculous ones because I wanted him to be green. So I just bought him one where he's like muscular.
There is an Iron Man one. It's like gradient, red, orange, and yellow. I really like that one. That's probably my favorite. But I'm just gonna be the Jew that I am and sit on that. That little.
They gave you the currency. You're not going to be able to take it to the main game. You might as well spend it.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's just for the beta.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
They're just like, here's this currency, so you can use them. You test out the marketplace.
See what it's like.
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
Fun.
Yeah.
God damn it, Brandon.
That's why I used it. Otherwise, I would have saved it.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I'm saving this for Thor shit.
Oh, well, fuck. Good to know.
I want to know, did Chris buy an Iron Man armor at all?
Chris, did you buy an Iron Man armor? Which one? That one? It's like...
Is it the black and gold one?
Red with black chest and shoulder pieces and then gold trim.
The main reason does it change the Hulkbuster armor? I want to know that. It probably doesn't.
Does it?
But
does it change the Hulkbuster armor color? Also, did you know anybody can get in the Hulkbuster?
Did he know that?
Wish you could see his face.
Is he just like, why would I do that?
No, yeah, you can use it and set it for an area, and then anybody else can get in it.
Yeah,
And
you have
use
to
it.
press and hold L1 R1, and then you can
So you
target the
press and
ground.
hold L1 R1 and hold them down, and then you can target the ground,
And a pod, and anyone can walk up and use it.
and
Then.
it'll drop somewhere.
It's bad. I would have done it, but I was playing with computers, and I was like, I don't want them to fucking use it. But if I was playing with you guys, I straight up would be like, dude, try this, because the Hulkbuster armor is really fun, and it
What did
lasts
we
for a long
play
time.
that we did that with? There's something where you were like a tank, and I could get in.
Borderlands, you can get on the back of Moses.
Yes,
mech.
the mech.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
was
can't
like,
get in it and
this
use it
sounds
fully
strangely
though. You can get on the
familiar.
back of it.
Yeah.
It's tough to see which, like, everyone's ultimate is good, but some, like, Hulk's is super short, but it does do a ton of damage and clear an
Quick,
area.
yeah.
Whereas Kamala and Iron Man and Black Widow, they all just get stronger for a long period of time,
Yeah.
because Kamala gets fucking big, and you're just smacking people around. It's awesome. And
So,
then the Hulkbuster is very similar.
I thought about that, and I was concerned that they were gonna nerf a little bit of Black Widows because it lasts for like 20 or 25 seconds. Like
It lasts
feel
for
like
a long time, yeah.
Yeah, I can do some fucking damage on some shit. Like I can take the tanks down, the four-legged things, like just drop my ult, and then I can just annihilate it. And I'm like, I feel like that's something that they're gonna like take notes on.
Yeah, but
And
it
trim the
takes
fat
so
a little
long to
bit.
get an ultimate, and it's not like there's. I like that it's not like a Destiny where they have to balance things for competitive scenes, because because you're all just fucking shit up together all the time.
Yeah.
And I like
Well-
the biggest thing I have trouble telling when enemies are close to takedowns and stuff, especially the bigger ones. I think if I was playing with you guys, it might be easier, because I know with the big tank like enemies, if you stun them, which I think they have a stun bar, but it's been too chaotic for me to pay attention. I just need to get better at it. But then you can team take down, like you need another person. But I haven't really done that. I think I did it once on accident because it
Yeah.
popped up while I was
Yeah.
punching one, and then the Hulk was right next to me too.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Because I want to do more of that and get better at that.
Yeah, but like, so you just said like the ultimates, your little 3 perks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They do take for fucking ever. So I'm hoping that they change that, or like.
I know you can get stats to make them faster, but sometimes they're
Yeah.
fast, so I don't know if it's different per character, or I assume if you're beating people up, that just charges them faster too.
Yeah,
I don't
it's like
know.
Black Widow's Widow Bite or whatever.
The shock
Goes-
thing.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick, but then again, sometimes I feel like I'm watching the little circle fill,
Mm-hmm.
and then it fills, and then I'm like, okay, now what? Like, when is it
Yeah.
gonna pop up for me?
Right, and sometimes it almost seemed like in some of the missions, it would recharge at certain points to almost be more cinematic with it. So I
Right.
don't know.
Sometimes like all 3 would come back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've had that,
Yep.
where like I'll be like, I'm fucked, and then they just pop in.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know what triggers that or what the deal is.
Yeah.
I did like the little bit of Captain America too.
Well, yeah. So
because we
I was
couldn't play as him
literally
or Thor in the beta. So
yeah, which I didn't do. Chris played the like very intro.
I dicked around with Thor
me.
and just kind of hung in the area trying to figure some of his shit out because I love Thor and I'm excited for it. I want to know
What
the
was that?
extent. I want to know the extent of Thor's hammer because I know it can hold enemies down. But can it hold down
Yeah.
like big ass enemies? Probably not. Because you can just throw it at a guy and leave him on a wall. So like, I'm hoping it can
Yeah.
be the tougher, just more human looking enemies like the dudes with the staffs and shit who are annoying. Like
Yeah.
if I can throw my hammer at him and then go take out
purple
weak
guys?
guys, yeah, while that purple guy's just held to a wall, that would be awesome.
I fucking hate them. I don't. I actually like. I really enjoy. There's not too many different enemies, but I like all of them. I haven't found any to be like infuriatingly difficult or.
It's only annoying. You do seem to get stunned a little more than I would like. Like if there's a lot of enemies around. And also there were certain enemies in one part that were just constant grenades everywhere. Which made it annoying. I found out after the battle that you could shoot them and get rid of
Yeah.
them.
I feel like I've noticed like the grenades with the red circle. So they pop up. I feel like I've been able to time it where like I can dodge into the next grenade area, but as long as I keep dodging and like
that
if you
way.
hit it right, it won't. Kind of. I don't know. Like you said, it's still a lot of stunning, but I'm not like dying or losing all my health from it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's just if I'm trying to fight like one of the purple guys who are tougher, who I want to get that final combo hit on, and I like
Yeah.
get stunned right before my 5th hit, and then I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
But that'll be something we'll get better at. And countering, I'm inconsistent at by like tapping R2 when they're attacking you.
Oh yeah, no,
Sometimes I'm
fuck
good
that.
and sometimes I'm not.
No, I don't. So I forgot to look more into this when Chris was playing through the story mission as Hulk, and like you can break walls and find shit.
Yeah.
Did you notice? I didn't notice a lot of that. Like there was the one, but I didn't notice any more. And I was like, are there different ones for your skill set? Like, can Kamala have different secret areas to access?
Once after that story mission, I noticed more so of the puzzly ones where you have to hit switches.
Right.
So there was one bunker where you had to hit like 2 switches outside. There was a different one inside where you had to shoot like 4 vents out and then shoot 4 switches, and that opened a door. They're probably more like that are less character specific. But I did have ones with Kamala, and she can break the walls too. So I think anyone can hold triangle and do a heavy attack to break walls.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to play it more.
Yeah, no, I'm super stoked to play.
I'm excited
today.
to video chat with my mom and sister, but I do just want to eat and play.
But also video games.
Yeah,
that's like yesterday. That's like yesterday. We were hanging out and doing some stuff, and then I looked at my dad and I was like, "Oh, by the way, we have a new video game to play, so just holler if you need us. We're gonna be busy."
Right.
And that's all we've been doing. And this morning, like, woke up and just came into the game room, and here we are. Right. Mine's sitting here, waiting.
Yeah, I was like, mine's booted up. I might play a little bit before my video chat, depending on.
It's really though, like I said earlier, clean. Like I have, there's like minor glitches. Like one time, this enemy like fell into the floor, but his head was still out, so I could kill him. That's fine as long as I can still get rid of the task at hand.
Yeah.
Like if it wouldn't let me. I know Chris got real butthurt about Black Widow had her pistol was going like in and out of her jacket, and it was annoying him.
That's super minor though. That's fine.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why don't you just send him an email then? I don't know.
Yeah, but I do really like the skins, and I'm excited to see more skins. Like the Hulk probably had the most ridiculous ones, which I like, but they weren't green. I want my Hulk to be green. So if I
want like Black Widow in a fucking prom dress, like some fucking crazy.
She had like the trench coat one, which was cool. That's one of her epic ones.
Yeah. So I'm hoping there's a lot. Like I'm hoping it's not.
And it seems like with those character cards or those trees that you just do the challenges for to then unlock, it seems like there's a lot of those, and I'm assuming that'll reset maybe like every couple months, and then the marketplace I'm sure will refresh a ton, and then you can get the ones with the harder challenges that they mentioned as well, like the legendary ones that you have to do almost quests for. They've described. So
it's I'm definitely digging it. Like I knew I'd be into it. I know I was a little iffy about like pre-ordering it, but I'm glad I did. I knew I'd like it at no matter what, basically. But I'm hoping they like.
I'm excited to play with you guys, and it's something where we can just hop in and fuck shit up.
Fuck yeah, like just to dick around. It's a little bit of a bummer that it's still a month out from like progressing any further than we are.
I know, it's like I'm gonna keep playing it, and then it's. I don't know how much more I'll play it after this weekend, just because I want my progress to be real.
Well, and it's like, couldn't they just have done this like 2 weeks ahead of time instead of a month? Come on.
Well, I mean, it's early on PlayStation, and then next week it's open to everyone on PlayStation and open to pre-orders on PC and Xbox. And the week after that, which is 2 weeks out, it's open for everyone. So we're just early because we pre-ordered and we're on PlayStation.
Because we're amazing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, transition from Avengers talk into some news about Avengers. So, the Spider-Man got leaked. He is a PlayStation exclusive character that is coming next year. Now, we've talked about this. I don't like that he's exclusive, even though I will have him on PlayStation. Because, at least with how they announced him and how they've announced other characters like Hawkeye, with Hawkeye, they're going to have these story missions that are Hawkeye-based that kind of fold him into the story where it's at the time Hawkeye comes out. But because Spider-Man is a PS4 exclusive, it seems like he's not going to have those missions, and he's not really going to be in the story because he's not going to be on the other platforms. Which sucks, and in a game like this where there's only 6 characters at launch, to have one more character, which they're beefy characters, that's a lot of content, to just be locked on PlayStation, Granted, that doesn't affect us because we have PlayStation, but I would like him to be more in the narrative. And I like exclusives, obviously, like The Last of Us and God of War, but exclusive DLC like this, I'm not a big fan of. Because if I was on Xbox and I didn't have a PlayStation and I was stoked for this game, I'd be like, fuck, that's a lot of content I'm just not getting. But yeah, how do you feel about that? I'm excited for Spider-Man, and I'm
like
playing
the
on
complete
PlayStation.
opposite because I feel like I think it's good. I think it's going to be cool. And like in my mind, I'm picturing. I don't know exactly how to explain it. Like, it would be cool if they would do a bunch of non-story related characters like Spider-Man. Like, throw in Nightcrawler, throw in Storm. Like, how badass would that be to have these other playable characters with just random dialogue rather than full story content? Like Hawkeye, sure, they dropped that. That's
Right.
obviously integrated into the game already. But
But
they
then
could
it'll be
do that with
cool.
like maybe we get Spider-Man and maybe Xbox will get, Rogue or something, and then they can bring it around. They can pass them
Which
back and forth and get
which
different.
they have said after this that there will be no more exclusive characters to any
What?
platforms. So
I mean, that's fair because doesn't I correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's changed and bounced around, but doesn't Sony have more to do with Spider-Man in a sense? Which
well,
that's why
Sony,
I feel like it makes sense.
the only thing Sony has is they own the film rights to Spider-Man, but I think the deal, I don't know, it was a bunch of PR jargon when Crystal got asked about this more directly. They talked about them being tied to Sony more because of the film, and like Spider-Man PS4 made by Insomniac is exclusive to PlayStation. So they have that game as an exclusive, but Spider-Man's appeared in different shit since then. He was in Ultimate
Right.
Alliance 3 on Switch, but it almost made it seem like Sony was like, "Hey, if you're going to do Spider-Man, we want him or we'll
Right.
kind of cause a ruckus." That's not what they said, but
Which
that's
is
kind of the vibe
fine.
that I
I'm cool
got.
with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it that we'll get him, but I do like the idea of every time they add an Avenger, you get like maybe one story mission, but then when they add more big missions for the whole story, then they're going to be in those and in those cutscenes. Like Hawkeye will be in these cutscenes and in these story beats, and if there's some big endgame style battle, years down the line, is Spider-Man going to be in that? Probably not. If he's still exclusive to PlayStation, maybe it's a timed exclusive, and then it'll be fine later.
Yeah.
Like maybe
I
it'll
mean,
be
they
on
could
PlayStation
change
for a
it.
year, which I could see that.
hmm
Especially because Spider-Man is general popularity Marvel's most popular hero
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
comics, TV, kids, movies. Obviously, the MCU has brought a lot more heroes forward, like everyone in the
Yeah.
Avengers video game. So
No, I love it. I think it's a great idea. I know a lot of people are going to be real upset about it, but I think it's just one of those things where I'm just going to be grateful that
he is
I have
free
what I have.
because all the
It's like
characters are free.
first world problems, Brandon.
Right. I feel bad for other people who can't have him, and I also feel bad for me that he won't be in the story missions. Really, I'm assuming Yuri will voice him. He's the one who's voiced Peter Parker in the Spider-Man PS4 game, and he voiced Peter Parker, Spider-Man in Ultimate Alliance 3, and he's a great voice actor. But they have said that as this is straight up Square and Crystal's interpretation, it's not the same Spider-Man from PS4, which is good. I think it's good that they're not the same, because that would be hard to dance around, especially if they're doing story stuff, because I'm sure Spider-Man 2 is being made, and I'm sure Peter's going to be in some form in Miles Morales when that comes out this fall.
Do you think he's going to have the Iron Spider is going to be his ult?
Oh shit, I don't know.
That would be fucking awesome.
Like he like activates instant kill or something like that.
Yeah, like that would be fucking wicked, or like just an area of effect, like with the legs, and just takes them all out.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see how Spider-Man is. It's also going to be tough for them to nail Spider-Man because we've played really good Spider-Man combat, like great
True.
Spider-Man combat. So that's
I
going to
bet
be
it's
tough.
going to be really similar. I feel like it's going to be
probably
really
going to be a little more simplified, if I had to say.
Well, yeah,
It'll
but
be good.
I'm excited. I know Chris is excited, so
Yeah, I figured he'd be ultra stoked.
so
All right, what else? I only have like 4 more news stories or something. So, Blizzard's super shitty still. If you didn't see that, obviously they've been
their
shitty
employees.
about the Hong Kong stuff. Yes. So this
Yeah.
is from Jason Schreier, formerly of Kotaku, now at Bloomberg. He's a great video game journalist. Blizzard workers organize on company Slack seeking pay increase. So Slack is kind of like a messaging group platform that a lot of businesses use. So I'm just going to read this. Hundreds of employees at Blizzard Entertainment, the video game developer behind Diablo and Overwatch, are using the company's Slack network to organize a list of workplace requests, including fair pay and increased sick time. Results of the effort, a rare example of labor organizing in the video game industry, are expected to be presented to management as early as this week. So this also goes on. This is not that big of an article, but it's a good article. Apparently Blizzard employees, they're getting paid like shit, and they like can't afford food, and they like can barely afford their rent, and that's fucking insane. Because Blizzard's owned by Activision, which makes a fuckload of money, and ever since Activision bought Blizzard, they've been even shittier. I assume this has been a thing for a while. Like there's fucking, because like the CEOs make like $90+ million a year, and then your employees can't afford fucking lunch or anything. Like,
yep.
What the fuck?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's terrible. So I'm hoping something happens like this. I don't know. And they're based in California, and this says that some employees are being paid less than $40,000 a year. Living in California, I was like, we live in small ass town Wisconsin, and we make like a little over $30,000 at our fucking shitty retail jobs.
Right, literally. Like, I mean, granted, we are managers, but then you, as managers, you're barely making $30,000. So,
and the rent there is probably double, if not triple, what we're paying.
Yeah.
In California?
Oh, California's insane. I would never.
Yeah.
I don't know why people even, they're like, I'm going to move to California. Like, bye. Good luck. You're screwed. Have fun being poor.
I would only move to California if I got hired on at a video game, like, developed journalist company that works in California.
Let's look into it.
Like, if Funhouse or IGN was like, hey, we want you, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
What are you paying me? I need help finding a place. Like, that's what it would be. Yeah. So that sucks. Hopefully something happens at Blizzard. Honestly, I'm expecting not the greatest things to happen because they're shitty.
But. Isn't there another company that's been under fire for?
Probably,
I mean, probably all of them.
Yeah,
but
Ubisoft's
one
had
recently.
A lot of drama. Riot Games also a lot of drama.
Maybe that's the one.
And by drama, I mean
R.
shitty people, like shitty employees, like sexist behavior.
Oh yeah.
Abuse, that kind of thing. Riot's been really bad about that, about the culture. And so is Ubisoft. A ton of Ubisoft people have been fired and have stepped down because they've been awful and promoted like locker room shitty culture towards women and towards other employees.
You know, and it's kind of like where we work. It's really not like they have a good culture of protection kind of thing where like the company is protected, but so are the employees. Like they are very good about it. And there isn't that kind of gross behavior. Then again, we are in rural Wisconsin.
Policy. Yeah.
But yeah, that's where like there are some things to be grateful about our places of employment, but we won't get into that.
Yeah. Just let me talk shit about my job, Ryan.
Yeah, like fucking. You right. My bad. I mean, you know, we're not on the clock, so we should talk good about it off the clock. When we're on the clock, we can.
Yeah. This is our real job. We just do that to afford this.
Yeah, it's true. Like, can't you see all the fun?
All right, next story.
So I can afford my Funko Pop addiction.
Yeah, Jesus.
Chris.
I can buy Avengers replicas.
Yeah. Speaking of,
I want to get a Captain America shield and then go as like Captain America from Endgame. Oh, just hit myself in the face.
Yeah, nice. She came home with me the other day.
She looks so good. I was thinking of heroes that they could be adding to Avengers. We're just pivoting away from the news for a second. And I was thinking Captain Marvel will probably be the next one. Because I think they need more female characters, and I think they need a female character who can fly. Because the only people who can fly right now are Iron Man and Thor. Everyone else is just jumpy and swinging. And I think they need a cool, badass female character who can fly, and Captain Marvel fits that bill. I'm trying to think of other female heroes.
You think it's going to be like strictly Avengers characters, or do you think they'll bring in other Marvel superheroes?
They can bring in anyone, because they're pulling from comics, they're pulling from movies,
right?
And the Avengers team is fucking anybody at this point.
Because like literally,
Wolverine's a big part of the Avengers in a lot of the story arcs.
I was gonna say that he would be a cool character. I truly would like to see Nightcrawler be a playable character. I know that's like literally one of the furthest reaches.
Nightcrawler would be years down the line if he's somebody, I would think.
Man, dreams would come true. Just like hit up the Make-A-Wish Foundation and be like, all I want is to play Nightcrawler.
Make-A-Wish Foundation is usually more short-term
Yeah, I mean, like I'll be
things.
like, I might die in like 60 years,
Oh,
but
there
I'd
you go.
still like to play Nightcrawler in that time frame.
But I'm trying to think. So like she makes sense. I could see some Guardians making sense, but they want to go as iconic as possible, I think. As
Yeah,
well.
like stick with. That's what I meant.
They want
like,
more diversity as well, so I could see like Black Panther would be awesome, and he would
Yeah,
bring
well,
more
that's
diversity to the group. And then
Storm
but he
can
can't.
fly.
Yeah, Storm can
Again,
fly.
not really like
And then there
Avengers
can
style,
be
but
storyline with Storm and T'Challa because they get married and then also
Yeah.
get divorced. Like T'Challa leaves her.
Doom.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it'd be cool, and like Scarlet Witch would be fucking. Oh man, she could
she
fly.
can fly. Yeah,
That would be sick.
that would be sick.
Oof.
That would be a good one. I
That
wonder
would-
if they'd add someone like Quicksilver to have like speed running, or if that would be too OP. I don't know.
No, that would be cool. Like, man, you could do so much. Like, the more you think about it, like you really
Mhm.
could make all these any character.
I wonder if they'll add. I joined their Discord because they launched an official Discord channel yesterday or 2 days ago, and there was a lot of people in chat. And then I also saw this on Twitter. It was like, what if you are in a group and like two people want to play Iron Man? Maybe they could add something where someone plays as War Machine, but the skills really aren't different. But then that's a way to get around having two Iron Men in a
Yeah.
battle, or
Or,
having
like,
like
two-
having like Thor and then female Thor, like Jane Foster Thor.
Well,
So then you
could
have
you
two
do, like-
Thors, but they are different characters, but like same skills.
Yeah, like Black Widow and Maria Hill. Like you could do that. Where you
Yeah.
could like bring her in as an agent, but like
And
you
she
have
plays
similar
the same
skills to
way.
the same
like,
one.
Yeah,
You know, I know it's obviously Black Widow's her own fucking,
yeah. Like,
but like that would make
not
sense
as
if people want to do
polar.
that.
Right. Oh, Vision would be
Um,
dope. Vision can fly.
Dude, I know. Like, God,
So if
that would be
it's-
so cool.
If it's Scarlet Witch and Vision, which one is Scarlet Witch and which one is Vision between you and Chris?
Chris is Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
I mean, she's like my favorite, but Chris.
Yeah, I knew she was your favorite, so that's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah. No. I mean, you know, what do you think, babe? Brandon wants to know who's who. That's what's up. He said I'm Vision.
Yeah.
Which is badass. I mean, he is badass.
And they could do like either Bucky or Sam as like an alternate Captain America
Yeah.
to have like two Caps playing if people want to. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
They could do Hulk and Red Hulk. Like Red Hulk is a General Ross. It turns into Red
Yeah.
Hulk at some point in the comics.
Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, because like really,
I don't know if that'll be a focus for them. Like they obviously want to do new heroes, but if that's something
look-
easy for them to do, to then if like two people only want to play Hulk and they're like the best friends, like that's a
Yeah.
way to get around that.
that's true. That
I do
would be
like that they
nice.
don't let you all play as the same hero, like so makes a cooler team. And obviously, like there's super diverse skills, so like you as Black Widow are able to go and fuck shit up in the sky way easier than me as Hulk or something like that.
Right.
I have better area attacks. Like it's a great mix.
Which is kind of like it's, and then you got to think like we only have the what 4 characters, 4 characters right now. So
Mhm. And there'll be 6
when it comes out, 6, we know there's going to be at least 8 total. You know, right off the bat.
Because
right
Hawkeye,
off the bat.
I'm wondering if Hawkeye will be this year, and then Spider-Man will be next year. They said next year.
Did they say how he's going to get around? Like Black Widow grapples, is he going to basically be the same thing?
He'll probably have grapples because he has the grapple arrows that he uses
Yeah.
like, to swing.
Oh yeah,
in the movies.
that would make sense.
Mhm.
I
I
don't know.
wonder if he's going to be just arrows or if he is going to be Ronin and have a sword when he's close. I hope he does.
I'm sure he'll have
Ronin
something.
Hawkeye's
He's got
fucking
to.
dope.
You've got to have something for close combat. I'm hoping that the arrows there's different arrows.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping to see like shock arrows or
Mhm,
you know,
I'm sure, and like explosive arrows and there's
explosive.
gotta be.
Yeah.
Wonder what his
Yeah.
ultimate will be. Yeah, I don't know.
Oof. Yeah. Ooh,
So
that'll
many
be cool. Like maybe a
possibilities.
rain down, just rain down.
Yeah. But yeah, like
Yeah.
you're loving Black Widow. I'm assuming I'll love Thor. I like the little bit I played and everything I've
Yeah.
seen. I love the shit out of Thor. And then Chris, Iron Man. And then I'm hoping Gary likes the beta because he wants to play Hulk. Then we'd have a full team of people who have different
that's
characters
yeah.
they want to play. It would be badass. All right. Let's get back to the news. I got a couple more stories.
Sweet.
They're quick. Cyberpunk 2077, new Night City Wire stream airs next week. This is Jonathan Dornbush, IGN. So Monday, August 10th. What the fuck time is this? What's CEST?
Central
Is that-
Eastern Standard Time.
No, I think it's something.
I'm like, wait,
They're
that
not
doesn't
from.
make
They're
sense.
from the EU. So okay, so it's 9 a.m. Pacific time, so 11. So I mean, I
Yeah,
could
that's
watch
fine.
this on lunch on
Sure.
Monday
Sweet.
potentially. Cyberpunk is one that I'm not as stoked for as I thought I would be. I'm sure I'll
Ah,
love it and everything, but the last
It's
one showed me stuff that I wasn't that excited about, like the
falling
detective
down my
shit.
list.
Yeah, I know I'll
Um,
love it and I know I'll get into it, but
I think it's
thankfully
one that I'm gonna end up waiting a couple months for
I
because
might
I
as well.
know, like, I know I'm getting Assassin's Creed right off the bat. Like, that's
Hmm.
gonna be pre-ordered, hands down, and that's gonna consume probably most of winter for me. Like,
Right, and
if
like
we're
Miles
being
Morales is a
honest.
launch title on PS5, and the next gen updates for this game aren't going to be ready. Like the full on next gen PS5 version isn't going to be ready when this game
Oh,
launches.
just a mutant. Hmm.
So I could
Sorry.
wait a few months till next year when the official PS5 big version comes out and then get it then. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll see. I might get it right away because I might not be able to wait once it comes out and I read more about it and see more about it.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely waiting. Plus, there's just too much. We say this every time, but like
Hmm.
Outriders, that's going to consume at least a week or two, which is a
Yeah,
chunk of
Outriders
time
is going
for a
to be
month,
big.
if not longer.
Yeah.
It's going to be, and then, I mean,
And
Avengers
then
is going to go
Avengers,
forever.
especially with the next gen, they're gonna have a big update when the game comes out. You get the PS5 version for free, so like fast load times, smoother everything. Oh yeah, give it to me.
Which, like, speaking of the PS5, um, what was it? Is there a black console? Is
An
there two?
image of it leaked, and I don't know how
Yeah.
official it is. I could see it being
Okay.
official. It looks
That would
official.
make sense. I
Yeah,
still will get the white one. I
I
don't
want the
like the
white
way
one.
the solid black looks. Like,
I
it just,
like the black one, but I like the more standout effect of the white one.
yeah, it's crisper. Well, I like the controller
Hmm.
more. Like,
Yeah,
I think that looks sharp. I really, really don't want to buy a console. And then, like, a month later, they're like, but look at all these fun colors you can buy now, like customize.
I don't
Like
think
that
that'll
one article
happen.
I found.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen right away. It's probably with after the first year. I don't see it changing because they're just going to be trying to make the
Yeah.
default one because the demand is going to be high for this thing. So they're not going to
Or
be
I could
like, "Oh,
just,
let's make a new production line so we can make this other color counselor customize it," but
yeah,
then it'll slow down production on the regular version, which they just want to
true.
get to the
You think it'll
shelves
be
to
like a
sell.
year or so,
Yeah, a year or
and
two.
probably like $50 more than the white.
Right.
I could just jump back to my 13-year-old self and put stickers all over it.
You could.
Fucking
I've never done that with anything. Like I always get
fuck
cool stickers
no,
and I'm
I
like, I don't want
can't.
to put it on shit. I don't know.
I
I
have a
have a
whole box of stickers and pins because I don't want to put them on anything. I'm like, these are badass, and then
yeah.
no, I don't.
Or they'll be so cool that I save them. I'm like, I can only put this on something that I want on permanently forever,
Yeah.
and then I never use it.
Oh man.
All right, next thing. This surprised me. I saw it on like Twitter, or it might have been Reddit. This is also my personal IGN. A Doom campaign expansion got announced, Doom Eternal, and it's in multiple parts. So the upcoming campaign expansion, Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods, Part 1. It will be revealed at Gamescom opening night live August 27th. So that's cool. I haven't played Doom Eternal. I love Doom 2016, and I heard Doom Eternal is amazing. So
Yeah.
more story content is badass, and I like a Bethesda published game that's doing well because Bethesda has
Yeah.
not had great stuff recently in my mind. Besides this,
No.
Deathloop looks sick. That's coming out this holiday for PS5. I'm excited for that. But
Everything's coming out this
yeah,
holiday. It's overwhelming. I feel like my brain like shuts it out. And then like whenever somebody says PS5, it's like these fucking tabs open for all these fucking games. It's
yep.
like, oh my god.
You're like, yeah, there's not that much, and then you're like, oh shit, new consoles, new games. So
Yeah, you
this
just
this next game finally got announced. This has been rumored for a while. Rocksteady's been working on a game since Arkham Knight came out in 2014. So it's been a long fucking time. They are making a Suicide Squad game.
oh yeah, yeah.
They just tweeted it. It's going to be unveiled at Fandom, which is August 22nd. It's this big DC everything event. So there's going to be stuff about the Snyder Cut on HBO Max. James Gunn is going to be there talking Suicide Squad, the movie. I'm hoping there's a trailer for the movie. And then Rocksteady is going to be there showing the Suicide Squad game, which is not going to be connected to the movie, but it's just a dope ass property. It's a
Yeah.
all digital event with tons of celebrity people from DC projects, video games, TVs, movies.
Sweet.
I love Rocksteady games. I love the Batman games. I'm curious to see what this game is going to be. If it's going to play similar to Batman, how it's going to go. I don't know. So it's cool that they finally announced what they're doing. We haven't seen anything from it. They just tweeted a picture with what looks like a corrupt Superman with his like foggy eyes here, and then it's got a Suicide Squad target on him. So the Suicide
Cool.
Squad, they bring villains together to take out problems that heroes aren't able to deal with, kind of situation. So if the heroes are corrupt and like you have to fight Superman or something like that, that would make sense. Yeah. There was also a state of play this week. Jordan Serrani, IGN? No PS5 news, so I'm just going to fly through this. Stop me if you want to talk about something. Crash Bandicoot 4 announced some cool stuff. Crash 4 looks fucking cool. I'm not a huge Crash fan, but it looks cool. Hitman Trilogy will be playable in PSVR. They announced it with Hitman 3, but said all of the Hitman games will have PSVR when this launches. So that's sweet. Like, you can VR strangle people with piano chords, all that kind of shit.
That's cool.
Braid Anniversary Edition announced. Art remaster of the original Braid, which is from 2008. If you haven't played Braid, Braid is amazing. It's kind of a time manipulation puzzle game. I played it back on PS3. So that's coming out. That's cool. Spelunky 2 release date announced. Spelunky's not my thing. People love the shit out of Spelunky. It's like an endless platformer where you're getting lower and lower underground. Vader Immortal PSVR release date announced. I would get this if I had a PSVR. It was initially exclusive to the Oculus Quest, I believe. There's like 5 episodes, but it's supposed to be awesome. You play as Darth Vader. This is VR. Control expansion announced. This was the one that is tying in the Alan Wake universe, which is an old Remedy franchise. So that's sick. I still haven't finished Control. I don't know if I ever will. Temtem is coming to PS5. I thought that was cool.
Yes.
I'm excited about
super
that.
stoked for that.
Yeah.
I actually did read that. Yeah, like I don't know much about it, but I know I'm into it kind of thing. Like
yeah,
I just
it's like an
drawn to it.
MMO 2v2 based Pokemon style game, like monster collecting game.
So it'll be tight on the PS5.
Since we still got a couple years before Kindred Fates comes out, this will be cool.
Yeah, I just want my plushie. I have a spot on my desk for him. Super stoked.
Then Hood, Outlaws and Legends announced. This is a 4v4 multiplayer heist game. It looked kind of cool, but it was a little weird. It seemed cool. I don't know. It was announced for PS5. We'll have to see more gameplay. Like the gameplay shown was very little. It was just a little bit of the third person people running around shooting. I would like to see just how a match looks. See if I'm sold on it. They showed some gameplay for Bug Snacks. It looks like you're going around and catching the Bug Snacks for people to do quests.
Cool.
And then the game seems goofy as shit, which makes sense because of what the trailer looked like and the developer that's making it. They made Octodad. They showed more Godfall gameplay. It looks cool, but I don't know if it looks cool enough for me to want to get, because it's coming out this holiday with everything else, and I would rather grind up and loot and make my Avengers stronger than do this with like a swordsman in Godfall. They showed a lot of Godfall. Yeah, see, like this is 9 minutes. They went through the different weapons and the in depth about like what you can do with them.
Maybe I'll check that out later.
Yeah. Then I might as well just have this up. And the Pathless, that looked pretty cool. It looks more like a fluid motion kind of combat game. So what you're doing is you're like sliding through the grass, and then you're shooting these things in the air that make you faster, and then you just kind of keep on dashing. And then there were boss fights based around that, where you're trying to keep up with these bosses and shooting them.
Cool.
It looked cool. Aeon Must Die. That one didn't look as cool. The cutscenes and shit looked cool and like cyberpunk.
Sounds rough.
But then once it got to the combat, it was more like side scroller, like 2D. It almost looked kind of like a beat 'em up, but it wasn't a beat 'em up. I don't know. It wasn't doing it for me. Anno Mutationum trailer? I don't remember what this was. Genshin Impact. This is the one that is very Breath of the Wild. If you remember this getting announced a year ago, it looks a lot like Breath of the Wild, but with anime characters. Like, it's very much... Thanks, Veronica Oscar. I'm trying. They're my Iron Man shades. We were talking about Avengers.
Yeah, but you're like selfie light or whatever you want to call it. Like, makes it look like you have monster eyes. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, with the white.
Yeah, literally. Like, it's kind of weird. Like,
So Genshin
But
Impact was the Breath of the Wild style one. I don't know. It'll probably be fine.
interesting.
Let me know if you want to talk about it. I'm just blasting through these. The Pedestrian was a puzzle style game where you're connecting different scenes to get through a level, basically. So think like a comic scene, and then you connect it almost with like a tube to different ones that are laid out to try and get your character to progress to go through it. It seemed
Can
cool.
it
That's not a game
be
for
like
me, but
called the pedestrian?
yep.
Can it just be like you just walk around city streets, like waiting at crosswalks and stuff? Like that's the whole game. You're just like walking
I'm trying to
around
think.
waiting for the lights to change.
So
I'd play that.
yeah, see, so
Teach me
it's
to
like
fucking
this.
relax a
I
little
don't know
bit.
if you're watching the stream, but
I was.
okay. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So you're connecting these. Yeah, it's just a
Shit, I lost
person
everything.
walking around, and then it gets more difficult. So they're not comic
Oh,
panels. It's almost like whiteboards you're connecting. It's very puzzly, but then yeah, like this character's going to hit a switch, and then you're connecting these different panels. You're moving the panels around. It is not a game for me, but it looks fun. Are you seeing it? Did you lose the stream?
it's trying. There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, no hard pass already. Like just a second of it. Like,
Not
I'm
for
done.
you. Not for you
Yeah,
either.
no. No, I'm over it.
So it looks cool.
Like I said,
But
I'd
it's not
rather
for me.
walk around and wait at crosswalks and like just wave to people in coffee
And then
shops.
auto chess is coming to, I don't know if it was PS4 or PS5, probably both. Yuck, you're not into that either. Auto chess isn't my thing. It was a big deal on PC for a while. I don't know if you even know what it is. It's set up like a chessboard where you're putting these characters and they're just fighting each other. You're not really controlling them. It almost seemed to
Okay.
me like more of a basic version of turret defense,
Okay, yeah.
but you're just playing against
Ah,
another person. I don't know.
you
It's
know what I want?
also not my thing, but
Yeah, definitely not my thing. I don't know why this not just popped into my head. Did you ever play Tiny Tanks? I think it was called on the PlayStation, PS2 maybe. You were like a little tank, and you like it's like a big open map area.
I've played
Um,
versions of this.
yeah, fuck, it was on.
There was a minigame very similar to this on Wii Play, that Wii
Mm,
minigame collection that came with a Wiimote, and it was like the only good game on it.
right. No, I think it was just called Tiny Tanks. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
positive,
I'm
but
assuming I just googled it, and there's a bunch of different but this is what it's like. You're controlling a literal tiny tank and shooting at other people, right?
no, no, you were no,
Shit.
it was like
PS2,
you were the tank, like you were.
PS2 or
How do
PS1?
you? Man, I don't
Was it
know,
like this
man.
one, like that?
I don't see it. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Right? Let's play
So
some
it was
Tiny
PS1,
Tanks.
yeah, straight up just tiny tank is what it's
I
called.
just remember fucking loving it, and I remember like pooping out baby tanks, and you go off, and your baby tanks would go off and like take over. It's fucking awesome. I'd like to see something similar to that come back into my life.
Yeah, I don't know. Tank stuff really isn't. It's like World of Tanks is the only tank thing that really exists, but you're playing against other people. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not like
not like
it's
that.
not levels and going through and fucking shit up. It's not that
Yeah,
kind of thing. All right, so now I just have a couple tidbit funny things to show you. So you better have the stream up, and
I do. It's up. I'm ready. I'll go full screen.
this one isn't as funny, but it is funny. I can't get it. I couldn't find a large version of it. The next one I have a large version of. So in Ghost of Tsushima, there are bases that if you go to them too early, you just get fucked up. I don't know if you ever did that or if it happened to you. I never did it, but I saw it on Twitter. So basically, Jin jumps and he just starts to get fucked up by arrows. And a video of that went viral. Like he's getting juggled by arrows for literally like minutes at a time. So then somebody remixed it. This next one is way better.
It's a Ghost of Tsushima. I'll pull it up for you if you want to watch it. Ugh.
Oh, just should I play it again so Chris can see? Faces, and I never like got juggled or anything. But that made me laugh really hard. So this next one is Animal Crossing themed. And
Animal Crossing.
You know the struggles and the things in Animal Crossing. So I'm going to full screen this because it's very funny.
The fuck, Brandon? Who has time for this shit?
and then the net breaks too. It's so good. It makes me laugh so much. Oh god, we don't need more from this website. But the edit on that is so funny. I watched it like 3 times before the show and I was like, this is so good. I love it.
That's okay. Those are legit.
Alright. The next thing, the only other thing I have to talk about.
It was just sitting there all by itself, unattended. Somebody had to drink it.
I have been playing a shit ton of Fall Guys. You haven't played Fall Guys yet?
No, I downloaded it.
You gotta play it. It's so good.
Okay, well, how about Avengers, Brandon?
Yeah,
Avengers.
I mean, Fall Guys.
I mean,
Fall Guys has been out since Tuesday, so we've only been able to play Avengers starting on Friday. What else have you been
nothing
doing?
to say.
Yeah.
Do you really want to talk about that on live stream?
No, I don't need to talk about your mouth steps that you compare to my walking steps. Whenever I call you out for working out.
I burn calories a different way. My dad called me out yesterday, and I told him the same thing. I was like, all right, Dad, enough's enough. You keep saying that. Guess what? Let me tell you.
But Fall Guys is so fun. I'm also getting pretty good at it. Like, I won 2 more games last night. It's hard to win in Fall Guys. I should have won 3, but I fucked up. So, Fall Guys, if you don't know, it's a 60-person platformer battle royale, kind of based around these Mario Party style minigames. So it always starts with just like basically a platforming course. Think Wipeout, or if you ever watched MXC, or like even almost a Ninja Warrior, where you're going through these courses and there's doors that'll break, there's things swinging that'll knock you off the course, and you have to qualify basically. It's 5 rounds to get to the last person to win. And it's tough, but it's goofy, and the physics are funky. Sometimes it's out of your control. A lot of times it's out of your control. And it's just a blast. We've been playing it. Well, you can play with up to 3 other people, so 4 people total. I wish you could do more, because it's a 60-person thing. I wish we could play with 10 of us go and queue into a match.
You got to think how much that skews it, though. Like,
right, like if it's going to weigh it in one direction, then people are going to make a wall at the end. Because you can grab other players, so some people will be dicks and grab you to try and hold you so you can't get qualified, or they'll try and shove you off an edge. It's hard to get shoved off an edge, but it
sounds like
happen.
something Ryan would do.
Yeah.
What a dick.
But there's so many different minigames. There are some team-based ones. Some of the team ones are good. Some of them are annoying because you are relying on other players then. And you just get eliminated sometimes because the rest of your team sucks. But if we're playing with a full group of 4, team ones are usually better because we do have some. It does put you on the same team, which is nice.
Cool.
But yeah, it's super fun.
Well, maybe I'll try it tonight. Maybe I'll hit you up once. I have to officially finish the Avengers Beta. Like, I think you get... There's a little message pops up that you finished. I think I have like one thing to do, but then maybe I'll jump into that right away.
Yeah, because I plan on playing more Avengers today. I probably will play a lot of that. So if you guys are still playing later, I have more shit to do after this. But if you're playing in a few hours still, I will hop in with you. Otherwise, I'll go into I want to at least finish the harm rooms, because that'll unlock a nameplate in the main game.
Yeah. Well, I think once we're done with the stream, we're going to run out, grab a few things, because we definitely need more cool lights for the game room.
Yeah,
So we're
of
gonna go
course.
look for that, and then probably play for a couple hours.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, I got a video chat at noon. So I don't know how long that's going to be. Probably at least an hour. And then sometime after
Yeah.
that, I got to get this uploaded and stuff. But I'll work on that after this. But yeah, Fall Guys is sick. If you have PlayStation Plus, it's free right now. So
Yeah.
go download it and play it because
Do
it's
it up.
awesome. Get some friends. Is there anything else? Anything else you've been playing? Any other nerdy shit
Um,
to talk about?
no, I mentioned. I feel like it's fallen to the wayside. At least it hasn't been talked about in our group. Pokemon Snap. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
the Switch still is hush hush. I know we bring it up every week, but literally every week, that Nintendo's
There's
just kind
nothing.
of like
I didn't pull the article,
dodging all the fucking
but
shit.
Pikmin 3 Deluxe is coming out. It's a Wii U game.
Yeah.
There's going to be
Nah.
all the DLC is included from the Wii U, and then
Yeah.
some extra content. Pikmin's not my thing, but I know a lot
Yeah.
of people do really like Pikmin.
No, I haven't really. I want to boot up my Xbox and scroll through Game Pass and chill, start chilling out.
I want to play Carrion still. That got on Game Pass, and
Yep.
then Darksiders Genesis got added, which is the ARPG, the one that's like Diablo but for Darkside or Darksiders. And I heard it's really good. It was only on
Yeah.
PC and Stadia. What the fuck? It's for
I can't-
like 3 months, and it's on Game Pass now.
It's
So
like
I
a
want to
swear
go.
word. Like
Yeah, I
Stadia,
want to go
it's like a
download
curse
it.
word.
I forgot Stadia was the thing because when I was complaining about, I was complaining about Avengers, the Spider-Man exclusivity, because I don't like it, which we talked about. I was like, yeah, you're basically cutting out 2/3 of your platform from this content in a game that's supposed to be, 10 plus years long. And then I saw a different thing, and it mentioned that it was also going to be on Stadia, and I was like, still 2/3 of your audience. Like,
Oh,
Stadia.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the
No one's playing it on Stadia. Come on.
Cinderella of the fucking gaming community. Like
Yeah, it's like
Everett
Cinderella was actually
stepsisters
like
and stepmom, and then
good.
keep the other one in the attic.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
I want to utilize my Switch more. I really do, which is why I bought Gods and Monsters for it, because I'm like, everything's gonna be on PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And
Gods
with
and Monsters is
Nintendo
gonna
not
run
talking,
so much better on PS5.
well, yeah, but I'm also like, it's like you can't leave one out. Like you can't Cinderella the Switch, Brandon. Gotta give it some attention.
Switch Cinderella itself, okay.
Well, yeah, for the season. Like, fuck you, Nintendo. What are you doing?
Once there's a Halloween update for Animal Crossing, I'll go back to that. These summer
Yeah.
updates I don't really care about, but
I'm just like gonna go back into Animal Crossing. My villagers are gonna just be skeletons,
there's
like,
gonna be
scattered around my
weeds
island.
fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get it where the plant dude is there, because you can just pay him to pick all your weeds
Oh,
if he's there.
sweet.
So if we can
I
get
got the
lucky.
money for it.
Yeah.
The Animal Crossing sugar daddy. Here I am.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Game Talk, our weekly video game nerd show about everything awesome to us. We don't care about other people's stuff. But
Yeah, no, it's
you can
fine.
watch us at twitch.tv/LairdBrandon. Post later to the Laird Brandon YouTube channel. I am Brandon, Laird Brandon, LRD Brandon on Twitter and Instagram, Laird Brandon on Twitch, as previously mentioned. Ryan,
True
where can
story.
people find you, see your
You can
stuff?
find me on Instagram mostly. I haven't posted in a while. Kind of been,
Yeah, you've been on
rearranging my life a
Facebook
little bit.
again, which I never see because I'm never on there. You're posting
I know.
on there,
well,
not on Instagram.
see, I know.
What's up?
Times have changed. Oof.
I posted a
you
picture
can
of
find
us
me-
today where you're a child.
Oh yeah.
The one from
That
yesterday
one-
where you
that
look
one,
really short.
babysitting.
Yeah.
You can find me at Dark Siren 89 everywhere. Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, which I don't like Twitter because I'm old and don't know how
You
to
should
use
probably
it.
use it more because I tag you and stuff. It's funny.
Well, I'll fucking try, but it's weird. Confuses me, my old man brain.
You get used to it. Twitter's easy. It's not like Reddit.
I see it. I can flip through Reddit like nobody's
See,
business.
if you can flip through Reddit, you can handle Twitter.
Twitter makes my brain hurt. But yeah, Dark Siren 89 everywhere, every platform. Check us out, follow us, like us, and
Ask us questions.
give us suggestions.
Play Avengers.
And-
Play Fall Guys.
I have a much nicer setup now, so I'm not like curled up on a recliner. Now
Right.
I can do stuff and start showing off all my fun stuff every week. I'll bring a new thing, like Captain Marvel today.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I just want you all to know that Ryan still hasn't finished The Last of Us Part 2,
Ouch.
and we will talk to you all later.